Whatever fate decides.
It is whatever fate decides. Thank you so much for vamping for us. I am Neil, and the show that we bring together with you, along with Tim and Rosalie, is Whatever Fate Decides. It's a live tarot reading that's going to happen right here in front of you with a invited guest. And we're going to do some scene work around and for that person, just to see like whatever the cards bring. So I'd like to introduce that guest to you now, if I could. Alexis, would you please come out? So glad you're here. Thanks for rolling with us a little bit. Unfortunately, all the steel here at Steel Stacks made us lose our little internet connection. So we're going to go ahead and just like jump right into the cards, and I'm going to have you talk a little bit about what we reveal. So as we move through the show today, the thing that I wanted to make sure that I mentioned for your sake and for the audience is just partly, we don't know each other. Like, no. We just met today.
Yeah.
You know, I happened to, you know, meet a guest. You were there in front of the, you know, merch booth.
It helps that I work here, so I was here the whole day.
Yeah, you were here the whole day, and you said, hey, you know what, I'm willing to do this thing. Yeah. And, you know, here we are. So just so everybody knows, like, what I know about you is you work here. Your name is Alexis. You sneeze sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's really, oh, and you worked out today.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all of what I know. Yeah, exactly.
The sneeze was because he saw me sneeze, and I have a very distinctive sneeze. Maybe I'll do it on stage for you guys. And the workout thing is because I told him. It's just
now.
I felt like
just now.
We didn't spend the day together.
We definitely did not plan. Yeah, we did not plan. And also, like, as we move through the show is for you, right? So, like, you know, if there's at any point something you want to direct, something you want to be involved with, like get up on stage with the players, you can. You can also, if you just feel like, I did not want to talk about that in front of a group of people at an improv festival, you can say, hey, please stop. And then we'll just stop. And that is okay. So there's that. And from here, the only other thing I wanted to ask you about was just what's on your minds? Like, what are you thinking about?
So I think that it's a question, but it's kind of general. You know, it's January, and usually when I start a year, you know, as an adult, I set goals and have intentions and all of that. And I think partly because I was so busy and in a little bit of like an emotional rut, I didn't really do that this year.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of looking for maybe a little bit of like, you know, where should I kind of intentionally put my spare energy this year, or you know,
where should you put your spare energy this year?
Focused on.
Okay. So where should you put your spare energy this year? Cool. I'm going to start shuffling or mixing cards together. I want you to just tell me when I should stop. Think about your question as you do. You just let me know when it's time. Okay. Cool. All right. So I also should tell you, or I feel like I should tell you too, that I use this big expanded tarot deck. It's something called the Alleyman's Tarot, and it has a lot of extra cards in it. And you know, just if you see something that's like, what is that? That's it. And just as we work, like, and as I look at this, can you describe this card that you see in front of you? It is, by the way, Weird Ass Mystical Shit. That's the name of the card. Yeah, it's what it is.
That tracks.
Yeah?
It looks it's like very nature. It looks like kind of just what an open mind, if somebody illustrated an open mind in like a very like new agey kind of way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. That is totally it. And it represents, so in the past, it's talking about like needing to have like having directed your spare energy maybe towards things that are like unknowable, right? Things that like I'm sorry, Alexis, you're not going to figure this out, this deep concept that philosophers have struggled with for thousands of years. You're not going to get that. And we can know, like, that's okay, right? Like, you don't have to, like, somehow solve these deep things, accepting that, like, sometimes some things are just beyond you, and that it's okay to not have to direct your energy at them to solve them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's, it's kind of how I feel, like, about, like, I don't know, just for instance, the concept of, like, aliens. Like, I'm not gonna know. I'm not going up there to see them unless they come here. So I'm not really gonna worry about, I mean, I think there's probably something out there. But,
okay, fair.
you know, it's kind of that, just, like, living in the unknown. Like, I kind of
right.
have come to a place of that.
Yeah.
Of asking the questions and then just being like, okay, well, there's not really just one black and white answer. It's a whole, you know, spectrum, cause and effect. Everything is in flux.
Yeah, fair enough.
Welcome to Emmett's Hobby and Bait Shop. How can I do you?
I don't know.
What are you looking for?
Well, it's hard to say, really. Bait?
I got bait.
Okay,
What are you trying to catch?
ooh.
You don't look quite like a trout girl to me.
How about big mouth Billy Bass? No, sorry, okay, I messed it up.
Look. I got big mouth Billy Bass stuff. I just don't know. You seem like a novice who's trying some stuff out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I think if I cast my line into the river, you know, it's not really about, you know, I'm going for one type of fish or another, right? It's just like whatever's in the stream.
Pause for just a second, players. So, Alexis, I'm curious, like, was there something that you were kind of a novice about in the past, or something that you were trying to, like, actively explore?
I mean, anything I've ever done.
Well, I guess that's an accurate statement. I should reframe my question. I failed you in that. But, like, is there anything that you were aiming at to try and understand that specifically that, like, you know, maybe wasn't something you needed to aim at or look at in the past that was sort of beyond asking about? It could be fishing. I don't know.
I think maybe in, like, a grander scope, just, like, fitting in, like changing the self to, like, be what everyone else wanted.
Yeah, instead of you.
Yeah.
Can you move forward in the scene with that knowledge, players? Yeah.
All right, now here's the boots you're gonna need. And you're definitely gonna want to use this, but let me tell you something. These fisher people can be real judgy. So when you head out there wearing this proper equipment that you need, you might catch some stray glances.
Well, I mean, I'd like to take it on your authority that this is the best gear, but I'm not really vibing with these green ones.
Let me see what I can do.
Actually, those blue ones caught my eye. Yeah. What do you think?
Why do you suppose blue? I feel like the blue's gonna get lost in the water, and you might lose your footing metaphorically and literally.
Man, this is about me and what I want, all right? Don't try to boss me around.
You came in here feeling all insecure and unsure, and I feel like now I'm very insecure and unsure, so I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Good, we'll stop here, players. That's nice. Thank you. Cool. So I'm glad that it seems like, you know, like in the past, like, hey, you've been working on, like, finding yourself. Sometimes that can be sort of a hard thing to know or to work on. In the present, I have this other card here. It's called the Keeper of Swords. And I'll give you the right side version of it. We can talk about it, but you can see here what it is, right? It's kind of these gauntleted hands holding a sword over a shield. Here we have it reversed. And in the present, what it speaks to as like a thing that you're directing your energy at is like someone who's abusing your power or your trust. That you're spending time on someone who kind of like doesn't deserve all that is you. And like that it maybe also you need to be careful, but of making sure that like you're treating other people right but at the same time, like that there's like like a unfairness going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little more about that if you're okay with that?
I don't know that I want to share that.
Okay, that's totally fine.
Yeah, but it tracks. It's definitely.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Yeah.
A relational thing.
Yeah, there's a relational thing that's going on. There's a call in there though too that it's two-sided. That it's not all, as with any relationship,
Right.
Alexis. It's not all, just oh, that other person sucks.
Like
There's a little bit that's on you too about that. And if you don't want to talk about this relationship, that's totally fine. Is there? The players have something.
How's it go? Whoa!
Whoa!
Did you see that?
That is the Big Mouth Billy!
That's the big mouth Billy Bass.
They named all the Billy Bass after that guy!
They named the one on the wall after that guy.
I've been out here my whole life trying to catch that thing. What is your name? What is your name?
My name's Alexis. And I'm the best damn fisher person out here.
Apparently you are, as of today. Can I give you a hand with that? It's gonna be a big haul.
I got it.
Wow, I'll just be over here admiring.
Here. That's for you.
Wow, my own fish lips.
See, I tell you what. You come help me get this fish.
Oh, I'd love to.
And, I'll let you take a picture with it.
Oh my goodness, all right. All right, got my trusty knife. Can I ask you something personal?
Sure, but I reserve the right to say no if I feel uncomfortable doing it in front of this audience.
That's very progressive, I like that. I just wanted to know, are you gonna keep this fish liver?
Why do you ask?
I'm a collector.
A fish liver collector? Well,
See, I always knew when I was little exactly what I wanted, and it was to be this, and that's what I am, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I saw you.
oh.
And you clearly know what you are, because you're here. You're here dominating this river.
Well, I mean, I figured I'd try something new. This is really something I just got into. But,
You just got into this?
yeah.
Alexis, I think you're a genius.
Well, I was going to say beginner's luck, but I like your thing better.
I've seen a lot of beginners, and none of them caught Big Mouth Billy Bass Boy Bob.
I guess not.
There you go.
Say, all right, you want to get that selfie?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Here, will you take it for me? I don't want a selfie. I want an Aussie.
Oh, you meant you and the fish.
Oh!
No, it's fine.
Great, we'll stop here. So I'm not going to be able to draw any cards for clarity. I apologize about that. But I feel like there is a really important message in here, and I would be like remiss if I didn't share it with you.
Yes,
Whether or
please
not
do.
you want to talk about it or not is another question.
Okay.
But in the future, with this card, this next card is something that's in a suit in the deck called the Major Arcana.
Okay.
So basically, it's like the soul's journey through life. If you buy into that stuff, I'm here with a bunch of tarot cards, so I do. This card is the Lovers, but it's the Lovers reversed. Okay, and like the image on the card here, if you want to talk about it, you can. Tell us what you see.
It looks like two people, humans, creatures, and facing each other, sitting almost kind of like yin and yang style.
Like really intensely looking at each other like in passionate love, but it's reversed here. So like what it's talking about is this relationship like moving forward that's coming up, that's this isn't love. This is like codependence, like two people like needing each other in a bad way, like that's not like needing each other to function in a bad way. It's not actual love, you know, and it's bad. Like it's really not a good thing to be aiming. Yes, get up.
I'm sorry, Big Mouth Billy Bass.
What do you mean you're sorry?
I don't think this is a good relationship. I don't think...
I'm here for you every day. I never go anywhere.
That's the problem. You're always here watching me with your big mouth and your big eyes and your big old big mouth Billy ass.
You could have taxidermed my eyes closed if that's what you really wanted, but I like to look at you.
No, I'm sorry, Big Mouth Billy Bass. It's time for me to move forward.
Oh, are you going to throw me back?
Yeah.
I don't have my organs anymore.
That's right. Goodbye, Big Mouth Billy Bass. It's over.
So like as we're here in this over space, right? I mean, I think we've pretty clearly decided, like, and the players have decided for themselves, like, hey, we don't want to show you as like codependent, Alexis.
Yeah.
That seems like kind of a crappy thing. We've all seen those relationships. We don't need to play them on stage, but like it feels to me like it might be interesting to see, like, well, what happens now that you've thrown Big Mouth Billy Bass into the lake of wherever he is,
Yeah.
the metaphorical, you
Yeah.
know, thing that we're doing, to see like what would happen next. Would that be something that you'd be down with?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are what are 3 things that you would want for your future in this area? That the cards, they're kind of reading you dirty even if you don't want to talk about it. So like, you know, what are 3 things you would like to see in this part of your life? Just like 3 words.
I think respect.
Okay. That's really huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an adoration, but a
Adoration.
healthy one.
A healthy adoration. Yeah. A loving one, perhaps,
yes,
instead of a
and
codependent one.
Balanced.
Yeah.
And trust.
Okay. Respect, like a healthy adoration and trust. Is that something you feel like you could work with, Rosalie, to maybe like talk about maybe as Alexis? Do you feel comfortable having Rosalie play you?
Yeah.
And to maybe like have a little bit of a, this is where my life is now, knowing these things?
Yep.
You know, even though that spot on the wall feels empty sometimes, I think it's for the best. I don't need a big mouth Billy Bass telling me what to do, singing songs to me when I'm trying to sleep. No, I think it's time that going forward, I can have the self-respect to put myself first. I don't need somebody who I'm gonna put up on the wall and idolize. I can put myself up on that wall because I'm the most important person in my life. Does that sound right?
Yeah. I laughed at the image of me taxiderming myself up onto the wall.
Yeah. Beautiful.
But like emotionally, yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Alexis.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Cool, thank you. So that's nearly our time. But I want to just take a moment to just give Alexis a quick round of applause. Thank you. Have a good night.